everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is all about why people keep coming back to you. This could be your ex, this could be your friend, this could be the people around you. So for this reading, I've got four piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to, and after you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below which you can use to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly why is it that people keep coming back to you. So let's get straight into it. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's see why people keep coming back to you. So we have the Queen of Swords, King of Wands, Nine of Swords in reverse, Queen of Cups, the Moon, Temperance in reverse, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, King of Swords, and Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, so why is it that people keep coming back to you, pile 1? One main thing that I'm seeing for you with this Queen of Swords here and Nine of Swords in reverse here is that you are able to kind of people mainly come back to you because they feel like, you know, you are going to heal them, you're going to provide some sort of healing to them. They really think that whatever trouble they're going through, whatever pain they're going through, you'll find a way, to kind of get them out of that. So in a way, they see you as their savior, they see you as someone who can bring a lot of healing to them. We also have this Queen of Cups coming up. That's why I'm talking about, you know, you nurturing them, you taking care of them, because people are like that. You're the only one who will ever understand them. Like, people kind of realize that thing. You might be like, okay, people just leave me and then they just come back. Why do they do that? It's because they realize that there's no one like you. Like, you are the only one who could truly ever understand them, you know. They go around, they go to other people and they try to tell them their stuff, but all they receive in response is judgment. But when it comes to you, when they were with you, you never judged them for anything. You always understood them, and that was very healing for them, pile 1, that they felt heard, they felt understood. Even if they knew that whatever they were telling you, you might judge them for it or you might disagree with them, they still were able to open up to you because of your lack of judgment. You never judged them, you never said anything to them that made them feel bad about their actions or their thoughts or their words. You always just patiently listened to them, and if they needed advice, you were more than ready to give it, with this Queen of Swords, because somewhere you are mature enough to kind of understand that, you know, there are all sorts of people in this world, and all sorts of people do all sorts of things for all sorts of reasons, you know. So you obviously, even if you're not agreeing to somebody in any way, you would not judge them and be like, okay, you're wrong. You'll just be like, this person was probably thinking about something. They probably had a reason to do what they did. They probably had a reason for saying what they said. So, you know, you don't judge them, and that is kind of really freeing for people. It's very healing for people. But now, when they're not with you and they're thinking that, oh, okay, since pile 1 didn't judge us, the whole world, other people are not going to judge us either, so they just walk away from you. But then they realize that that's not the case, you know. You are the only one who didn't judge. You were the only one who patiently listened to them. Finding people who patiently listen to you, it's hard, pile 1. Not everybody does that, because everybody's like so eager to kind of share their stories, talk about themselves, their lives, their problems, that oftentimes people forget that, you know, there are other people who might want to share as well, or other people's problems are also important, and it's not just about the person themselves. So that is exactly what the people realize when you're not with them, or like they're not with you. They realize that Pile One was the only one who truly listened to us, and without judgment, without anything. And people also start to kind of realize that, you took time out of your busy schedule to, listen to them, to talk to them, to give them advice, to help them out in any way. And you did that. You gave them, we have this Temperance in reverse coming up. So this clearly tells me, Pile One, that the give and take between you and the people, it wasn't on equal level. Like, you were definitely giving more than the people were giving you. You were the one who was taking your time out of your busy schedule and listening to them. You were putting in the effort, you were doing things for them, and they necessarily weren't doing the same things. And even if they weren't doing it on that same level which you were doing. So that there was something definitely off balance in terms of those relationships, whether it was in terms of your romantic relationships, whether it was in terms of your social or platonic relationships, whatever the case was. Pile One, you also kind of realized that, you always gave more, and you always give more in a relationship to the other person. You don't care that, okay, you just met this person or you're not that close to this person. You do your best to kind of, make things happen. You do your best to help people out in any way possible. We have this King of Wands coming up for you. So definitely you're doing a lot for people. And you make people feel so special. Like with this Nine of Cups, you are such a major boost for their morality. It's kind of it's kind of really shocking, and obviously it's very jarring the way you kind of make people feel special. That is why they keep coming back to you, because they don't get that same treatment with the other people. Nobody's listening to them. Nobody's kind of, making them feel special, making them feel understood or heard. Nobody's doing that. So of course they're gonna come back to you, because they want that treatment. They want to feel special. They want you to kind of listen to them go on and on. And yeah, this is kind of for selfish reasons, of course, because people are like, okay, yeah, Pile One makes us feel special. They listen to us without complaining or anything. So yeah, people are selfish, and they are going to be selfish no matter what. It could be your own person, could be your friends, anybody. Like, that's how humans are. So don't be like, okay, people are just using you. That's how it works, like, people will come back to you because they have a reason to come back to you. If they don't, then they're not going to. So anyway, you do make people feel really special. You make them feel as if and especially when it comes to sorry about that. When it comes to your romantic relationships, Pile One, you make that person feel as if, they're it. You make your partner feel so special, because we have this Ace of Swords coming up. We have this Nine of Cups right next to it. And then we have this King of Swords as well. You make your person feel really special, and you make them feel as if, they're the only one for you, and that whatever happens, they'll be the only one for you. Like, the people who walk away from you, or the people around you, Pile One, they know that you are loyal, like extremely loyal. And sometimes, yes, they take advantage of that. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. You've also experienced it, that people take advantage of your loyalty. They take advantage of, your honesty, your authenticity, and all of those things, to the point where they start to take you for granted, and until they walk away from you, and then they realize, oops, they've made a mistake. Because now the other person is not treating them like that. They're not treating them as if, like, they are the king or the queen of the world. So they start to kind of realize their mistake, and then they want to come back to you, because they're like, no, we want that special treatment. We want to be treated like a king or queen, the way Pile One treated us. And on the other hand, with this King of Swords and the Ace of Wands, like, we have a lot of wands coming up. So one thing I'm also seeing is that you're very good at talking. Very good. People love talking to you, and they kind of also miss that aspect when they're not with you. They're like, okay, people just miss the way you talk. They miss the things you talk about. You're a very interesting person to talk to, Pile One. So of course, and obviously when you're with a person, when you're in a relationship, communication and talking to them is that's one of the basic factors of a relationship, right? Without communication, things are not going to work out. no relationship works without communication. If you're not talking to your friends for years and years, yeah, it's kind of rare that a relationship will last. So yeah, people definitely miss talking to you, and they miss hearing your stories, or they miss kind of just being with you and just spending some time with you and talking about whatever it is that they want to talk about, because talking to them really kind of helped, talking to you kind of really helped them clear out the confusion or whatever it is that they were facing, because we have the moon card coming up. So definitely a lot of people come to you for advice as well, because they might be torn between two options. They might be confused about taking some sort of a risk or a decision, and you being the patient, amazing person that you are, Pile 1, you will listen to them and you will help them kind of reach a conclusion. And because of that, they're able to kind of find a way or find a path that is meant for them. So and I feel like for some of the people, Pile 1, you have played a big role in terms of guiding them to their destinies. People have really found their calling, they found their true path after talking to you, after consulting with you. Even if they were just talking to you and going on and not really expecting you to respond to them, just by letting out those thoughts that were muddling their mind, it kind of cleared the air for them. They were able to kind of reach a decision without even going okay, what do you think? So yeah, there's just so many things people miss when they're not with you, that they just can't help but come back to you. Another thing is that you are a novelty, Pile 1. You are somebody new, you're somebody different. You're not like everybody else. And I'm not saying that in a cliche way. I genuinely mean that, because we have this a Page of Wands in reverse coming up. So it's only when you don't have the thing, it's when you kind of see its value, right? So it's the same thing with people. They never realize how truly different you are until they're with somebody else who's not like you, and then they kind of realize that, oh, everybody else is the same, and Pile 1's the only one who was different. And they just couldn't see it. Initially, people kind of have this regret as well, Pile 1, that they couldn't see how special you are when they were with you, and it's only when they're not with you are they able to kind of see that, okay, you truly were that special person. You truly were the unique one, the different one. You're not like everybody else. You don't judge them like everybody else does. You don't talk like everybody else does. You are definitely different. So they kind of realized that it was that confusion that kind of made them ignore you, made them kind of overlook you and your presence. And it was only when they walked away that they realized what a huge mistake they've made. And now they want to come back to you to kind of make amends and some people are definitely, like I'm saying, some people start taking you for granted, right? They start taking advantage of your kindness and your loyalty, and they think that no matter how many times they leave and they come back, you will be there for them. You will be ready to take them back at any moment, and things will go back to the way they were. And you might take them back, Pile 1. That's your decision whether you want to, but you also know somewhere that things won't just go back to the way they were just because the other person wanted, the person who walked away from you. So some people kind of have that, you can say, delusion as well about you. They think that, oh, you're just like a pushover, and you don't care, or it doesn't matter to you, and they can play around with you all they want. But when they come back, it's like, yeah, no, that's not happening. You will take your time. If you really want things to go back to normal, you also know that it will take time. It won't just happen in a day or two. But yeah, some people just, if they're coming back to you, they want things to be the way they used to be. They don't want anything to change. They don't want you to change, even if they kept telling you to change, or they're expecting you to change initially. But once they come back, they're like, no, we love you the way you are. We want things to be the way they used to be. So yeah, a lot of big expectations. People have a lot of expectations from you, especially when it comes to your own emotions and your own thoughts. People really think that they can control that, or people think they know you, but in truth they don't, because they never bothered getting to know you, because they were so busy just telling you about their problems. And it's rare that people ever listen to you, like people ever listen to your problems. If you have people who are there to listen to your problems, Pale 1, you are incredibly lucky. But I feel like for a lot of you, that's not the case, and you're the one who's doing the listening most of the times. Like 90%, 95% of the times, you're the one listening to people and their problems, and hardly ever share yours, because maybe you don't want to, maybe you don't want to worry other people, or you just think that other people will not be able to handle your problem because they're too busy dealing with their own. Whatever your reasons are, I feel like there's a less number of you who are able to kind of share their problems with people, and just get that give or take. There's a huge imbalance here. We have Temperance in reverse. Huge imbalance in terms of the give and takes in terms of your relationship. People just take from you. They take your time, they take your energy, and they have this expectation like that you're gonna give it to them. They feel entitled at times, and if you are not giving it to them, you're not giving them your time or something, they kind of react in a really negative way that kind of really puts you off as well, and that really hurts you as well. But if you ever say that, okay, I'm busy, you ever try to prioritize yourself, you know how negatively people react. And maybe for some of you, maybe that's the reason why you give in, and you talk to them because you think that if they're not if you're not talking to them, or they're upset with you, then they're not going to like you. But at the end of the day, Pale 1, people who are genuinely true to you will stick around no matter what. They will respect your boundaries. They will respect your time to be alone and everything. They would understand if you are busy and stuff like that. And the people who don't, they'll never value you. They'll never care what you're going through. If you need help, they'll be the first ones to turn their backs on you. So yeah, I just feel like you already know the people who are genuine to you, and the rest is just like every other person who comes to just take your time and your energy without giving anything in return. Some people are that entitled. And then we have this Queen of Cups. You're a very nurturing a person as well, but you're intelligent as well, so you know exactly how to talk to people. That's why I'm saying people love to talk to you, because you always know what to say to them. You always know the right thing to say, because we have emotions coming up, and then we have logic coming up, because King of Swords. So I just feel like you are like this major combination of emotion and logic. You put them together, so you always get the right thing out. You always know the right thing to say, exactly what the person needs to hear, and not just going around giving compliments and everything. You give them the best advice, and that's why when they don't have that, they don't get that from anybody else, they realize your true worth, and they want to come back to you. So we have Fox. I do see that you're quite intelligent, Pale 1. And then we have Garden. Of course we do, yeah. And we have Letter. So yeah, I just feel like with this Letter card here, some people who keep coming back to you, it's kind of like they're meant to come back to you, because maybe you have some past life karma that you need to deal with when it comes to these people. Some relationships of yours are really karmic in nature, Pale 1. That's why people keep coming back to you, because maybe there is a soul contract being drawn up by you and that particular person. Now it could be like your romantic partner, could be your friend, could be an associate, anybody, but some what do you call that? Yeah, some karma is there, And then we have this a Fox. Like I'm saying, you guys are very intelligent, and people love to take advantage of that intelligence at times as well. You know it. You know that. And somewhere with this Letter here, because Letter talks about commitment, it talks about a contract being drawn up. And then we have this Fox coming up. So Fox also means, manipulation, being double crossing somebody, cheating somebody, because it's a fox, manipulative, clever, and everything. So on one hand, it does mean that, the person is incredibly intelligent. On the other hand, it kind of means, it also has a negative aspect. So combined with this Letter card, I feel like some people kind of try, once they realize your true worth, once they come back to you, they kind of want to hold on to you. So they will try to draw up some agreement, some contract, just so they can keep you to them forever, you know. So like, because they understood that it's not smart to let go of you, so they will try. So just be a little careful if that is something that you have experienced or you continue to experience from time and time again. But people know, and the second time people come back to you, they people who genuinely realize their mistake, they're never going to leave, they're never going to walk away from you. But people who do not realize their mistakes, because most people don't, they will keep coming back and forth, keep coming and going from your life. So it's up to you how you deal with that. And then we have this garden. So this really tells me that at a public level, people come to you, you know, like I'm talking about your town or your city, like not that, you know, far ahead, like not at such a macro level that we're talking about the city that you live in or the country that you live in, that people come to you, but mainly your friends, your family, like your partner, those people, you are quite popular among them, and they truly know your worth. Like if they are walking away from you, they do realize, and then, you know, they come back to you. So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see why people keep coming back to you. Okay, we have 8 of Swords, the Chariot, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Death, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, 8 of Cups, the Chariot again, interesting, King of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Okay, I feel like in your case, it's a lot to do with your romantic relationships, pile 2, than more like your platonic relationships, because we've got the Hierophant, the card of marriage coming up. We've got like the Chariot coming up. So I feel like a lot of your exes, that is if you have exes. If you don't, we'll get to that in a moment. But for now, like I'm talking about your exes, and I just feel like, you know, your exes like mostly think that they can walk away from you whenever they want, thinking that, oh, you know, they'll find somebody better. But pile 2, they don't find anyone better than you. There is just no one better than you for those people. Who just think that they can walk away whenever they want. They think that, you know, there's somebody else out there. And I just feel like with the Chariot here, they're always like, you know, when they were with you, they just didn't value you enough, and they were always like paying attention to somebody else or the other, and, you know, thinking that, okay, the other person is kind of like more interesting than pile 2 ever could be, and all of those things. But then they kind of realized that that's not the case. You know, you are the special one. When they were with you, life was good. They felt happy. They were happy. Life was easier with you as compared to being with the other person. So I feel like your exes have like deep regrets when it comes to walking away from you, doing like if they hurt you in any way, they cheated on you and everything, they have major regrets in terms of that, and they want to come back to you. And somewhere I'm also sensing a very selfish and a very nasty motive for from such people, because we were talking about the Chariot here. The Chariot talks about victory, pile 2. So somewhere I feel like if these people think that, you know, like your exes or your ex thinks that, like for example, if you just only had like one ex, they think that if they come back to you and, like, you know, you agree to take them back, they're gonna feel victorious. They're gonna feel as if, you know, yeah, like they'll feel happy that you're still pining after them, and it's gonna stroke their ego, their pride. And I just feel like it's a very narcissistic kind of an attitude that they have towards you, where they think that they're the special ones and you will always accept them no matter what they do. You will always forgive their transgressions. You're never going to kind of, you know, confront them or anything like that. So they have this, you know, very narcissistic opinion that, you know, they're so good and they're so amazing that you will always take them back no matter what. And that's why they keep coming back to you. That's why they don't value you, or like they didn't value you in the first place when walking away from you, because they thought that, oh, it's pile 2, they'll always be there, they love me so much. I mean, yes, you love them and your emotions were pure, but at the same time you're not a pushover. Pile 2, you're not. I just feel like I'm not getting that message that you're a pushover, you know. Sure, like in your naivete, maybe initially when you didn't know much, you might have taken them back once or twice, but later on you actually realize that, you know, nope, that's not the right thing to do. No way. This person is never going to learn, they're never going to get better. And that's the whole thing. You know, some people really do think that they can just come back to you whenever they want, that you'll always be ready to take them back. Like, no. Some people really do come back to you because they feel like emotionally satisfied with you. You are such a nurturing and a caring person. Like, I'm seeing so much water energy here, so you might be like a water sign. And so that means like you have like you know, like you have a lot of power in terms of emotions, you know, the way you love people, the way you nurture people. I'm not saying that you're an emotional a person who's crying all the time. No way. It's not that. It's just that when you care about a person, you love them really intensely, and every amount of love you give is genuine. You know, there's never an ulterior motive when it comes to your feelings. But people don't get that. People don't understand that. They think that everybody is like them, who's selfish and who only cares about themselves and they only love themselves. But you're not like that. So that's why, you know, when people are with you, they feel really happy because there's somebody who genuinely cares about them. However, like they say, you know, they don't realize that until it's gone. They don't realize that until they walk away from you, that, you know, not everybody's going to care about them the way you did. Not everybody's going to nurture them the way you do, or the way you did. So what do? They'll come back to you. And I'm talking about, you know, them walking away, because we have this 8 of Cups coming through, where people are just walking away from you. Your emotions, they're kind of abandoning you in a way. You know, they don't care about how you feel, they just care about themselves. But then they want to come back, you know, they want to come back to you, and it's like they just expect you to take them back. But the thing is that I feel like they truly learn their lesson when you move on. Because we have the Death card coming up, so you're not a person who easily takes people back. Pile 2, that person will genuinely need to be sorry, and then they'll have to kind of genuinely show you that they're sorry and that they've changed for them, for you to take them back. Because we have the Death here, transformation, change. You are not a pushover. Pile 2, even if people mistake you for one, you show them, you tell them that, okay, no way. You really think I'm going to take you back? No. And on the other hand, with this Death card here, we also have this 8 of Swords coming up. So another thing that I'm seeing for you is the reason why people keep coming back to you, Pile 2, is because you set them free. And you change that person's life. Whoever it is, you change people's lives. And because of that, and because like they cannot experience that change anywhere else, they come back to you. Because they're like, Pile 2 will change our lives. Things are different with Pile 2. Things are shockingly different when it comes to you, Pile 2. You are a shockingly different person. Like, I'm saying shockingly because we have the Death card coming up. We have the Transformation card coming up. So obviously when a transformation happens, it's shocking. You know, it comes out of nowhere, and it's completely unexpected. And that's the whole thing. You were the blessing that people didn't realize they had until they walked away from it. That's why, you know, when people walk away from you, they get a huge shock of, you know, because you cared for them so much, and they kind of got comfortable in your presence. They started taking advantage of you, taking you for granted. And when they walk away and the world treats them like they should be treated, like they treat them, you know, like anybody else, it comes as a shock to them. They were like, Pile 2 was treating us so well that we thought that the whole world will treat us like that. But that wasn't the case. So major regrets, because we have this King of Pentacles here. You gave them so much comfort, Pile 2. You provide people with so much comfort. It's like, yeah, people can get really comfortable in your presence. Like, people can get really comfortable around you, to the point where they might start depending on you, to the point where, you know, they'll kind of not ever want to leave, and they'll become dependent on you and will start relying upon you for every single comfort of their life. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a shock. You are shockingly different because you care so much. You go the extra mile in terms of, nurturing a person and caring about the other person. You never just, it's not about just give and take with you. It's not about like an equal give and take. It's like you're always just doing more, and you genuinely want to do that for the person. That's why you set people free, Pile 2, with your love, with your acceptance, and your love is unconditional, Pile 2. And if people are taking advantage of that, it's their loss. It truly is their loss, because they have no idea what it is that they have, the huge blessing that you are, and the love that you have. That's another blessing that the universe has kind of given to you. So yeah, and also when people walk away from you, Pile 2, it's a death-like situation for them, because like I'm saying, it's like really shocking for them to kind of step out into the world and kind of realize that, yeah, it's not gonna be as easy being without you, not having you to kind of look up to look around, to talk to. So people really do feel like, and when it comes to like, you are an experience, you are an era, Pile 2. So if people are walking away from you, it's essentially an end of an era for them. And when an era comes to an end, when an experience comes to an end, it's hard to kind of get over that. And some people are just never able to get over it. That's why people come back to you, because they're not able to get over you. They keep thinking about you. They keep thinking about, okay, what you've done, what you used to do, how you took care of them and everything. And they just want to come back. If they're the ones who walked away, they realize that they've made a huge mistake and they want to come back to you. Because yeah, people are selfish. They will want that same treatment when they come back to you. They'll want to be treated in that special way that you treat people. They would want the love that you that you used to give them, and now probably you are with someone else or something. So yeah, big mistakes, big regrets. They want to come back to you, Pile 2. They keep coming back to you. And also with this death card here and the Eight of Swords, like I'm saying, you also kind of helped transform people's lives, because you were there to kind of guide them to do it. Because you can see with this death card here, there are two people standing here, with this older person and this younger person. So something really does tell me that you are that guide. You are the one who was guiding people towards making the big decisions of their life. And you weren't like just going like, okay, you can do whatever you want, I'm not gonna care. I don't care what you do. No, you cared and you helped them out. That's another thing that they miss, and they are afraid of kind of not having that anymore, is that person who always stuck around, who was always there to support them, who never made them feel as if they were alone. You are such a huge support for people, Pile 2. No wonder people keep coming back to you. And then we have this Page of Wands. Yeah, life with you is an adventure. Life with you is super exciting, and people also miss that. People who walk away from you, whether it's your friend, whether it's your ex, they miss the excitement that you bring to the table, because you're always kind of talking about something new. You always have something new to talk about, something new to share. It's not just, how some people, they only talk about the same thing all the time. Like whenever you talk to them, even whether you're talking to them today or tomorrow, 2 weeks later, 2 months later, all they do is keep talking about that same thing. Yeah, for you it's the opposite. Whenever people meet you, you always have something new to talk about, something different, something they probably never heard of before, because of the Page of Wands card. It's the card of curiosity and everything. So that is another thing they miss, because like I'm saying, life with you is exciting. We also have the Death card right next to it. We're talking about transformation. So you kind of introduce people to a lot of new experiences, a lot of new places, so much new information. And when they walked away, when they stopped talking to you, when they broke up with you, yeah, that they also kind of broke up with all of these things that, that made you, that made being with you so exciting. And now that they're no longer with you, they're like, life is boring. Life is boring without you, pile 2. And people want to live exciting lives. People want to have fun all the time. And that's why they keep coming back to you, because you are that adventure. You are the one who always have something new to share. You always have, you are the person who will take everybody to a new place which you've come across, which you want to visit. It's not like, okay, I found this new place, I'm just gonna go and visit it myself and I'm gonna come back. You're somebody who likes to kind of, share that experience, share that knowledge with the people. You don't hoard that knowledge for yourself and be like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be my special place, I'm not gonna share it with anyone. So you kind of, just take everybody around, so people have seen and experienced and learned a lot of new things from you. And now that you're not there, they have no idea what to do. That's why the Hierophant is also there, because the Hierophant is also the card of, mentorship and people coming to you for advice. So you have a lot of knowledge, pile 2, and people miss that knowledge when it's not there. That's why they're just like, they want to come back, and they regret big time that they walked away from you. And also, like I was saying, with the Chariot card coming up for you twice, one thing that I'm of course going to say is that they feel victorious. Like, if you take them back, if you accept their apology and you're like, okay, I'll give you a second chance, it's like no less than a miracle for them. It's no less than a victory for them. They truly consider it a big win that you've accepted them. And on the other hand, I'm sensing that it's not always one person that comes back to you, pal 2. It's always like 2 or more people that come back to you at the same time. Like, even if like one person walks away from you, there are 2 or 3 who come back. It's always like in multiples. It's never like this one person coming back. So you do attract that energy, because I don't know, maybe it's just meant to be for you. I don't know, maybe it's just karma. But people definitely come back to you like in 2s or 3s, like in groups. Never one person. You never had to kind of deal with just one person coming back to you, because the Chariot here talks about, pulling things from 2 different directions, making sure to keep that balance, all of those things. So that's what I'm saying that, always there's 2 or 3 people, more than one. It's always like more than one person who is kind of coming back to you and expects you to kind of take them back, because we have this King of Pentacles right here. You make them feel so special. You make them feel as if, they're fulfilled. You fulfill people, and you make them feel as if, they don't need anything else in this world, as long as they have you, as long as, they're with you. And of course, these people get to that realization after they walked away from you. They were like, pile 2 truly treated us in the best way possible, and we threw that away. We were so foolish that we walked away from that. So they want to come back. They definitely want to come back. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. We have Cross. We've got that Society card coming up for you with the Hierophant energy as well. We have Bear. Oh, that's adorable. We have Moon. People finally see you when they walk away from you. Like, they see you and they kind of see your value. They finally get to know your worth after they've walked away. It's kind of really sad that they see it after they've walked away from you, but at least, I mean, they should value you and see you and, take care of you and respect you when they're with you, rather than walking away from you and then realizing that, pile 1 there's nobody appreciating us. Pile 2 used to do that all the time, and now there's nobody complimenting us, nobody telling us that we are looking good. So you always you showered people with compliments as well. And your compliments are always genuine. You always find something to compliment a person about. Even if other people do not see it, you always see something. You'll always find something to compliment a person about. And when they don't find that after walking away from you, they think that, everybody's gonna compliment them. But then when they don't, they finally see that, pile 2 was different. Pile 2 is different. And they're like, pile 2 is the only one who ever saw me for me, and then they always acknowledged me they always kind of appreciated me and complimented me. So they want more of that. They definitely want more of that, and then they come back to you. And of course, we have the bear card coming up for you, along with the cross and the moon. So, the bear is like a very protective symbol. It's the energy of protection, of safety, nurturing, all of those things. So, of course, the bear being next to the cross really tells me that you care for people. It's not just your immediate inner circle, and you're just like, okay, I'm just going to care about my family because this person's coming to me. They're from my family. I should be taking care of them. I should be loving them. Or it's my friend, or it's my partner who's doing it. No, anybody who comes to you for help, anybody who comes to you for anything, you take care of that person. You nurture that person as much as you possibly can. And then, of course, you are going to compliment that person as much as you can. And they love that. They definitely, and like I'm saying, people come to you in groups, they come to you in multiples. We have the cross coming up, we have the Hierophant coming up. So like I was saying, it's talking about the society, like the public. So of course, public is like so many people, right? So that's what I'm saying. People come back to you in multiples, and that will continue to happen because people will definitely start realizing what a mistake they've made to like walk away from you in the first place. All right. So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see why people keep coming back to you. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, King of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse, 6 of Pentacles, Justice, Strength in reverse, the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Whoa. You are abundance for people, pile 3. And people, they love abundance. But when they have abundance, they don't truly value it. It's only when it's gone that they realize its true worth. And it's the same thing here going on with you with the Wheel of Fortune here, the Magician and everything. You do everything for people, pile 3. You do everything without expecting anything in return. You are going to take care of them financially. You're going to take care of them emotionally. Whatever, in any way that you can take care of a person, in any way you can love a person, you are going to love them, pile 3. And it is only when the people walk away from you do they truly realize that, your love, your care, the way you help them, your support, how important it was and what a big role it had played in their life. And yeah, massive regrets. And of course, with the 6 of Pentacles coming up, the Wheel of Fortune coming up, I feel like you're big on helping people financially. You never kind of say no to a person who's in need of any kind of financial assistance. Even if you are struggling or your finances are tight, you will do your best to help that person out. Even if all you can do is like give them a little bit of money, you'll do it. In terms of money, I feel like you never shy away from people, or you never say no to people. You never refuse a request for financial assistance. And if you could, you would literally make sure that, everybody has ample amount of money and that nobody's, struggling financially. But so it's the same thing with the people around you, your friends, your partner, anybody, your associates. You have helped them out so much financially. And if they choose to walk away from you, if they choose to break up with you, they realize that, there's nobody else to help them out. There's nobody else who is there to kind of fulfill their needs or fulfill their wants or give them any financial assistance. That is when, they truly kind of realize that, oh, how special you truly are and how generous you are. and they truly realize that not everybody is as generous as you. So of course they're gonna feel bad, they're going to have major regrets, and of course they'll want to come back to you, pile 3. And it's not, it could, and if you're watching this and you're just like, no, I don't usually help people with money, it doesn't matter if it's money that you help people with. It could be that, you're offering your support in other ways. You're probably listening to that person, or solving their problems, or maybe guiding them in some way. But of course, like these days, even something as time and energy is considered a commodity. People often pay you for your time. People often pay you for your energy. Like if they want to want you to make some efforts or something, they're gonna pay you for that. So even those things are used as currency these days. So it's the same thing. Maybe you're not helping people by giving them money as such, but maybe you're helping people by giving them your time, your attention, your energy, your efforts. Like time is precious for everybody these days. Everybody is valuing time. So yeah, but when they go outside, they see that the other people are not giving them their time. They're mostly ignoring them, or they don't care enough to even ask what it is that that person is going through. And that is when people realize that how much you support them and how much your presence played a role in their life. And then they come back to you. They are coming back to you all the time. And I feel like with the Justice card here, people who do you wrong, pile 3, those people need to be very, very careful, because justice will always come to them. And in your case, people actually realize that since they did you wrong, bad things are happening to them as well. Like they will not be at peace if they've kind of hurt you in some way. So if people think that, oh yeah, I'll just break up with pile 3 and I'll just walk away and I won't care, my life will be so much better without them and all of that. Yeah, no. Justice is coming up for you, pile 3. Justice is going to follow them as well. If they hurt you, they're going to get hurt in return. I don't know. It's a very balanced energy. The universe kind of has this way of balancing things out. But in your case, I feel like it's really evident and really prominent for people that whoever hurts you, you don't even have to curse them. Like you don't say that, oh, the universe will deal with you, or karma is going to come to you. No, you're not like that. You're like, okay, this person didn't want to be with me, that's fine. But the universe is seeing, your guardian angels are watching everything. The universe knows exactly the kind of energy that is being put out into the world, right? So of course the universe is going to balance those things out. So if somebody's hurting you, yeah, they realize that they shouldn't have done that, because their whole life also turns upside down, because we have this Knights coming up in reverse. So whatever, I feel like when people do bad things to you, or when they walk away from you, pile 3, something tells me, I don't know, I know it's not you doing it, I know that, but something happens that their life kind of takes a turn for like the bad. Their life takes a negative turn, and they kind of realize that since the moment they broke up with you, their life turned around. And if whatever issues they're facing, whatever challenges they're facing, it is like it started after they broke up with you, or they walked away from you. So in a way, like they think that if they come back to you, things are going to be okay, their life is going to get better. And truth be told, pile 3, considering how strongly you love and how strongly you care about people, I'm not gonna fault people for believing that if they come back to you, things will get better, because you truly know how to make things better. You know how to make things better for people. You know how to kind of pull people out of the darkness. You know how to do that. And you guys can see here with this Wheel of Fortune card here, how it's shining. This wheel is shining. It's like the sun. It's like there's so much light around it. So it's the same thing with you, that you shine like the sun. So of course you are going to make their lives better. So in a way, like they understand that yes, pile 3 made our lives better, and it's better to go back to them. It's better to just be with them, because as long as they're with you, things are going to be okay, because you support them. We have 6 of Pentacles coming up for you. You are going to support them, you are going to take care of them. And we also, like I was saying, you know how to make things better, because we have the Magician card coming up for you. The magician can do anything. The magician can make or break a person. So also, if somebody really hurts you and you kind of jinx them in some way, you curse them in some way, because people do that. I'm not saying that you're a bad person or anything, pile 3, but in the heat of the moment, in the heat of emotions, people do kind of sometimes say that. And like I'm saying, your emotions are valid. They hurt you, they cannot expect you to sing their praises now that, whatever they've done to you. So the thing is that you can truly make or break a person, pile 3. And like I'm saying, if their life is turning bad after leaving you, it's not because you cursed them or something. If you did, rest assured it's gonna come. It's gonna work. Like, karma's gonna get them. But if you didn't, you're like, let them go. None of my business. Like, they wanted to be with me for this amount of time. It's over, done with. Even then, karma's gonna get them. But the thing is that your intention matters a lot. Whatever you wish for a person, good or bad, that has the ability, that has the power to manifest. Sometimes people will try to jinx a person. Sometimes people will try to curse a person. Or sometimes people will try to bless a person in some way. They might just pray for them or something like that. But those things don't manifest. They don't become the reality because the power isn't there. Maybe their intentions aren't strong enough. Maybe it's not meant to happen, whatever it is. But in your case, things always happen. Whether you're blessing a person, whether you're not blessing a person, things always manifest when you are doing them. So magician, you are the magician. You can turn a person's life around. And that's what people realize when they're not with you, that you made everything possible for them, pile 3. Even if you were struggling, and they saw you struggling, but despite that, you made things happen. You made sure that person wasn't in need, that you made sure that person didn't want for anything. So you made sure that person was happy around you and got whatever it is that they came to you to get. People see your struggle as well, but it's only later on that they realize that how much you've done for them, how much you could still do for them if they just go back to you. They truly think that if they'll come back to you, you will kind of make everything better. You will just take care of them like you used to. You will give them your unconditional support, your unconditional love that they just cannot get from anybody else, because everybody else is not you, pile 3. You are that special person who is capable of doing literally anything. So for people who think that what they want is impossible, yeah, you make everything possible, pile 3. You are this amazing, talented person. I don't know how you do it. I am in deep respect for you at this point. I have a lot of respect for you because you also make efforts. You make so much efforts because won't be able to do the things that you do if you weren't making efforts, right? So people need to realize that instead of, walking away from you and then kind of understanding that, okay, yeah, people around the world are not as special as pile 3 is, and then they come back to you. Yeah, no. Also with this King of Cups over here and Strength in reverse here, the message I'm getting for you, another reason why people come back to you, pile 3, is because you help them get a handle on their emotions. You kind of help them regulate and maintain their emotions, like at a productive level, at a functional level. If they are kind of dealing with a lot of negative emotion, like strong negative emotion, you kind of help them let go of those emotions. You help turn those emotions into more positive emotions, because we have the Magician coming up. So you kind of transform things, and just make people feel good, make people feel comfortable, and especially people who are feeling weak, who feel defeated, who truly feel as if they have no control over their emotions. You take that energy and you turn those people into this King of Cups energy, where they're able to regulate their emotions, they're able to understand their emotions. And it's only because you're able to understand your emotions that you're able to regulate them, because you'll know, okay, where is the problem, why am I feeling this way, and all that. So who does that? You do it, pile 3. You help these people figure out, okay, this is what the problem is, this is what I have to do about it. So I'm not surprised, pile 3. I feel like people shouldn't even leave you in the first place, but then of course not everybody is smart enough to understand that. As soon as they meet you or something like that, it is only when they walk away from you do they realize that, oh, they really shouldn't have walked away. And we have this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So that's why I'm saying people who are struggling financially, you really are a huge blessing for them, because you will help those people out. Anybody who comes to you, you will never turn anybody away. You might tell that person to wait. You might tell that person that, okay, I don't have what you need right now, but tomorrow I will. You can come back tomorrow. And if you're making a promise like that, pile 3, you always make sure to follow it. Like, you stay true to your word. If you've promised to help somebody in something, the world anything can happen, everything can happen, but you will always remain true to your word. You're gonna make sure that you fulfill your promise to the other person. And that is something people come to realize only when they're not with you, because it's rare for people to keep their promises. It's rare for people to follow through with their words. So you are one of those few precious gems out there who stay true to their word, who do what they say they're going to do. You're not just all talk and no action, pile 3. You always follow through with your actions after your words. And people come to appreciate that quality about you. And because of that, they want to come back to you, because they're like, you are honest. If you've said you'll do something, you are going to do it. So you are a person of integrity, and people really do come to appreciate that integrity of yours, pile 3, and they want to come back to you. And also with the 7 of Wands in reverse, something tells me that, pile 3, you make people, like I'm saying, you make people's life better. You make people's life easy, very easy, because without your support, people will be struggling. They'll be dealing with all sorts of challenges whatsoever. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. That's what I'm saying. With you, things go for the better. No longer are people struggling to do what they want, to get what they want, to kind of explain their point of view to somebody else. It's only all because of your support, because you are there standing by them. And you're like, okay, you're going to do this. You believe in those people. And then people are able to kind of do what it is that they're meant to do, or whatever it is that they want to do. It's all because of you, pile 3. So if somebody is like not valuing you, know that they're gonna have deep regrets if they walk away from you. They're going to have that, because nobody else is going to help them out the way you do. Nobody's going to support them the way you do. Your support is one of the main reasons why people keep coming back to you. Other things about you, like, making people's life better and you being the magician and all of that, is different. But then it's mainly because of the support you provide people with, pile 3. And of course, with the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and all of those knights, there's nobody coming to help them without you. Like, if they walk away from you, there's nobody coming to help them. Nobody coming to rescue them if they need it. You did when they needed it, but then they chose to walk away, and now, of course, there's nobody else. So, okay, we have key for you, birds, and lady. So this card kind of tells me that, and of course we have, like, it's right next to the bird. So one thing I see is that there is a female figure, or a person who is more in tune with their feminine side. Like, it could be a male as well. But this person is always coming back to you. First things first, this person is always coming back to you. And of course, with the birds here, this is the same person who kind of, listened to probably gossip about you from other people, and maybe that's why they choose to walk away. Or maybe this person is the same one who gossips about you, and then they chose to walk away. but this person keeps coming back. This this person with that feminine energy, they keep coming back to you and expecting you to just take them back. And of course, we have the key here, this card. You are like this key, pile 3. That's why people keep coming back to you, because you unlock the doors. You are the answer to all the problems, to all the questions. You are the answer. You have so much knowledge and so much experience that you are able to help everybody, whoever comes to you. And the birds also talk about public as well, the people around you, though this card mainly talks about gossip and everything. But of course, who gossips, right? The people around you, the public gossips. That's what I'm saying. This card also talks about public. So you are able to help everybody. It's not like, okay, your expertise only lie in one area of life and you're only able to help people if they require help in that particular area. No way. You're a very holistic person. So anybody who requires help in any way, shape, or form, in any aspect, in any field, you're ready to help that person out. And you do it. With your knowledge, with your expertise, with your experience, you're able to help everybody who comes to you. And that is such a huge blessing, because other people cannot do that. That's why people regret walking away from you, pile 3. They're like, we shouldn't have done that. Now there's nobody to help us. There's nobody to tell us which path to take, which direction to go to. There's nobody who's telling us about new opportunities. Both the Knights are in reverse, the Knight of Cups as well as the Knight of Swords. If you find an opportunity for someone, you will tell them. But now, if people have walked away, there's nobody to tell them. So they want to come back to you, because they want life to be good. They want their life to be better. And it all because of you, all right? So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see why people, want to come back to you all the time. We have Queen of Wands, Temperance, the Star, 10 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Cups, 8 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Swords in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, the Emperor, and the Star again. Whoa. Okay, pile 4. The Star is coming up for you twice. People truly see your beauty. Like, you are the dream come true, actually. And that's one of the reasons why people want to come back to you. You are the dream come true. Whatever they wished for, whatever they desired, and everything that they didn't desire but they actually needed, you are that person, pile 4. And if they have walked away from this energy, from your energy, a pile 4, it's like walking away from their desires, like walking away from everything they ever wished for. It's like throwing away their dreams, and that's exactly the realization people get, that this pile 4 was the person I always wished for, be it in terms of a romantic partner, be it in terms of a friend, even be it in terms of a parent, if you are a parent, be it in terms of associate, acquaintance, a boss, anything any relationship. You are the person people wished for, people dreamed of. You are that ideal person, and that is exactly what people think, that, oh, pile 4 was the right person for me. They were everything I ever wanted in a partner, or in a person, in a friend. And now I don't have that, because they walked away from you or something. They broke up with you, they hurt you in some way. And it is like, when people walk away from you, pile 4, they wish to come back. Like, they actually wish for it. They pray to the universe that they could come back into your life. It's not just a desire, then it becomes a need for people to come back to you. It becomes that intense. Oh boy. I'm like not even able to pay attention to all the other cards because I just keep getting drawn to the star cards, and it's just telling me how special you truly are, a pile 4. Wow. Wow, people miss you so much. They miss you so much, and they have such deep regrets. I mean, imagine throwing away a star. Imagine throwing away a diamond. Like, that's the energy here. Like, can you imagine doing that? Can you imagine throwing away a treasure? Yeah, that's how people feel when they want to come back to you, because they realize that they walked away from a diamond, they walked away from a gem of a person, they walked away from a star, the person who could have made everything, who was everything they ever wanted, who was everything they ever wished for, and even more, because of course when the universe is going to send you to them, you are this abundant person. So if they were expecting you to have or embody one of the qualities that they wished for in their person, you embody like 10 of those qualities or something like that. So, whoa, mistakes, it's not even regrets. People feel miserable when they walk away from you, pile 4. They are downright miserable and they can never go back to how they were. And something tells me that people who walk away from you, they can never be happy. Because this energy, they're not going to find that in anybody else. Nobody can replicate you. Nobody can replace you in any way, shape, or form. Even if people think that, oh yeah, I'll find somebody else like pile 4. Oh, there are plenty of people who are like pile 4. Oh, no. No way. It's downright impossible for anybody to be like you, pile 4. You're like one of a kind. Like I'm saying, you're a gem, you know? And every gem is different. Every gem is unique in its own way. And that's exactly who you are. On the other hand, we have this 3 of Swords in reverse, and then we have this 8 of Swords in reverse as well. Another reason why people want to come back to you, and they keep coming back to you, is because they want you to kind of fix their broken hearts. They kind of walk away from you thinking that your heart is going to be broken and that you are going to feel the pain, and you do. I mean, of course, if you are attached to that person, you do feel that pain. It's natural. But it's them who feels like more of it. They think that, oh, I'll break up with pile 4 and I'm going to be perfectly okay. No. They think that if they break up with you, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's friendship, any relationship, that you're going to be the one suffering. Pile 4, I have to tell you, it's the other person who suffers. And that's why they want to come back to you. They're the ones who are dealing with all this energy, this pain. They think that they're hurting you, but essentially they're hurting themselves by walking away from you. And they want to come back to you so you can heal them. They want to come back to you so the pain and the suffering that they're going through, that they're enduring, it can go away. I mean, we have this 10 of Swords in reverse as well. There's so much pain that people go through when they walk away from you. And it's not like that you're cursing them or you're wishing them a lifetime of pain. It's just a consequence of, throwing away this energy, this star. That's one thing I cannot even focus on any other cards, because these 2 cards are like so powerful. And this tells me just how powerful of a person you are. Wow. Wow. Oh boy, major. This is not even regret. I don't even know what to call this. This, people don't just regret. They don't just regret walking away from you. They are in serious pain. The pain is so strong that it becomes a physical at times, and they practically beg to come back to you. And you might have experienced that as well, that when people want to come back to you, they start begging you. And if you are not taking them back, if you're like, no, you hurt me once, I'm not going to give you a second chance, they refuse to leave you alone. They're going to start stalking you. They're going to start calling you and texting you repeatedly, apologizing to you so much that it'll scare you. Like sometimes it has happened, for some of you, it might have happened that That person just refused to walk away from you. That person just refused to leave you alone, to the point where it got so uncomfortable for you that, you had to kind of do something about it. But that's how it is. That person essentially just threw away the light and stepped into the darkness. And people are never comfortable when they're in the dark. No matter how much they say that, oh, the dark is fine, it's everything, they're gonna be okay, they'll get used to it. No one can ever get used to walking away from you, pile 4. They just cannot get used to that. If people think that they can get over you, they're mistaken. They're mistaken. And if somebody is watching this video and they're thinking about breaking up with you, I hope they realize that they shouldn't do that. Really shouldn't. It's going to hurt them. And more than it's going to hurt you, it's going to hurt them. And you're not cursing them or wishing ill on them. It's just how it is. They're throwing away this precious star energy, this precious, gem. Nobody's ever happy when they throw away the biggest blessing of their lives, right? It's the same thing here. People should really, if they know what's good for them, people should value you, pile 4. They should cherish the relationship they have with you, and they should make sure that they don't give you any chance to walk away from them. If you're walking away from people, you're fine. You might be hurting for a few days, but then you'll be fine. But if people are walking away from you, or they're the ones being left behind by you, it's not a few days of pain that they're going to experience. It's going to be a really long time before they can even think about, getting back to normal. Oh, wow. This is powerful. This is really intense. I'm telling you, if I had a person like you in my life, yeah, I would not. I would not even think about walking away. Okay, and then we have this 3 of Cups coming through for you. You are the best friend. You are like the bestest friend out there. You're an incredible person, pile 4. And you bring the best kind of friendship to the table. Forget about romantic relationships. Even if your friends think that they can find somebody better than you, they can't. They just can't. You are that irreplaceable friend. No one can ever replace you. Even though you might say that, oh, everybody's replaceable and everything. Sure, those people might find somebody else. But they can never forget you. They'll always remember you. And then sooner or later they will realize just how special you truly were, and they really shouldn't have walked away from you. And with the 3 of Cups, and of course the Star cards coming up for you, I'm also getting this message that you're a very creative person. And of course we have that Queen of Wands, but I'll get to that in a moment. But for now, with this 3 of Cups here, the Star cards here, very creative person, highly, highly creative person. Well, and that is another aspect that is very attractive about you, pile 4. I'm not saying that, oh, you're a creative person and, trying to compliment you in some way. It adds on to why people cannot, stay away from you for long, and that's why they keep coming back, because your creativity is part of that allure that, brings people to you, that draws people to you. You're a very charming individual. So, of course, when you're so charismatic, you're so charming, and other people are just not like that. So, of course, people are going to miss you. People are going to want to come back to you. And then we have this Queen of Wands here. And of course, we have the Emperor here. The Emperor is ruled by the sign of Aries, which is fire energy. So, like I was saying, not only are you highly creative, but you're a very passionate person as well. So, in terms of your relations, like your romantic relationships, pile 4, the other person, like if your partner is choosing to walk away from you, they're choosing to break up with you, they're never going to find a person with the same energy as you, with the same passion as you. The fire, the passion that you bring to a relationship, it's unmatched. No one can rival that. So whatever, and you're not just a spark, pile 4. You are an inferno, and you're blazing with energy, you're blazing with passion and intensity and creativity. There's so much. That's why when you love really strongly. That's why people regret walking away from you, because they think that other people will love them as strongly as you do, but then they don't. And then they want to come back to you because they miss the spark, they miss the fire, they miss that intensity, they miss the passion that that was you, and they want it back. You make a person's love life very exciting. Pile 4, you make it very exciting. I feel sorry for people who break up with you, Pile 4. I genuinely feel that way. I'm actually feeling a lot of sympathy for them at this point while I'm looking at your cards, because they really shouldn't have done that. They really shouldn't have walked away from you. It's their own, it's their loss. Like, it's actually their loss. And then we have this Temperance. Yeah, like I'm saying, and since this is like right above the Three of Swords in reverse, like I was saying, you heal, like, people come to you because they don't want to be in pain anymore. You take a person's pain and you turn that into something so much better. You turn that into happiness. You turn that into love. You mend people's hearts, Pile 4. You are that medicine that they need. You're the medicine for heartbreak, essentially. So if somebody is coming to you after breaking up with somebody else and they're heartbroken, or maybe because that person cheated on them, or whatever their thing is, and if they're heartbroken, you can easily mend their heart. You can easily fix it. You can easily heal them. Like, it won't even take that long. It's just who you are. That's the energy you bring. That's what I'm saying. You are exactly what people wish for. People desire in a person. You are that person, Pile 4. But they're human. People are not smart at times. So they don't see what they have. They don't often value the blessings that they have until they no longer have them. So, yeah, some people realize it later on when they have broken up with you, they walked away from you, that they shouldn't have done that. And then they wish for you once again. Then they wish for only you and nobody else. They're like, no, we only want Pile 4. We don't want any replacement. We don't want anybody else who's like Pile 4. No way, that's not gonna work. People wish for you and you alone. Like, they're like, we want Pile 4 and nobody else. No substitutes, no replicas, nothing like that. The original, authentic Pile 4. That is what people wish for when they want to come back to you. And they're desperate. People are desperate to come back to you, Pile 4. It's intense. Like I'm telling you, it's really intense. Like, your cards are like, people feel emotions in the extremes when it comes to you. Without you, it's extreme pain. With you, it's extreme happiness. Everything is good. Everything is like perfect. Near perfection. You can say perfection doesn't exist in case. But you make everything so much better. You will talk to them. You will listen to them. You will pay attention to them. You will compliment them, value them, respect them, give them everything that they need, support them in any way that they possibly need. You are the full package, Pile 4. And then let's see what else we have. We have the sun. We have life. We have vitality. We have light. I'm telling you, you're the star, guiding people out of the darkness. Bouquet. And like I'm telling you, you're a very passionate person. Love life with you, super exciting. Super, super exciting. And then we have heart. Like, it's not just that, you keep loving a person and you compliment them and that's it. You fulfill a person's needs on every level. every single level. We have the heart coming up, we have the sun coming up, the bouquet coming up. Like all this is telling me that in every way you fulfill a person. Anybody who you're with, any relationship you're in, platonic, romantic, whatever, you deal with that relationship in the best way you possibly can, and you fulfill that person in every way that you possibly can. People feel fulfilled in your presence. We have the Emperor card coming up, the number 4 coming up. The number 4 talks about, security, stability, being safe, like having that 4 wall, that security around you. People feel safe and secure in your presence. They feel fulfilled. Nobody can, and if people, like in hindsight and retrospect, they're thinking about you, they're like, there was nothing wrong with pile 4. I don't know why I walked away from them. What was I thinking? Like, people genuinely think that way. And if they're not able to figure out, and you also don't understand why that person walked away from you, pile 4, know that that person, the universe wants something better for you. That person was only supposed to be there for a short time with you. And now the universe wants to send somebody else your way. So, but yeah, the thing is that you'll recover. You'll get over it. You'll be like, okay, yeah, fine. That person walked away. It's okay. But it's the other person who's going to not be able to handle that. They would want to come back to you. And they'll be doing whatever it takes to make that happen. Because they want the sun. They want the star. They want that light. Because the light's not there anymore. And they're hurting and they're scared and everything. They want that passion. They want life to be exciting once again. They want life to be good. They want that person they connect with at a soul level. And you have this ability as well, pile 4, that you're able to just connect with the people at a really deep level. So that makes it even harder for them to get over you, and they just want to come back. All right. So yeah, this is all I have for you, pile 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.